Hi everyone, it's Asherita here from OneThingAlone.com, and I'm so excited that you've joined me for another video interview. These are just so much fun to be able to meet different women and talk about their dreams and what they're doing. And today I'm excited to have Amy and Audrey with us today. Hi ladies.
Hi Asherita, it's good to see you today.
Yeah, it's good to see you. I was so excited when we got connected. A mutual friend of ours connected us and said, hey, I think you guys will enjoy talking and learning what each other's doing. And I'm so glad to have you here to tell us a little bit about what God has laid on your heart and how.
Lost you a little bit there. Are you still there? Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Oh, are you there? Okay, it seems like we cut off. Could you introduce us to yourselves and your families?
Sure. I'm Amy, and I'm married. I've been married about 7 years. I have 2 little boys, 3 and 5 years old, so they keep us very busy.
Same with me. I'm married. My husband's name is Gary, and we have 2 little boys as well. They are 2 and 4, so got a lot of boys.
Between the 2 of us, we have 4 boys under 5.
Wow, that's a lot of boys.
Yeah, especially working together. They're together a lot, which is fun.
Yeah, that's neat. That's cool. So how did you know each other? How did you meet?
We met about 7 years ago. We had mutual friends at the time, and then Amy and her husband moved to Akron, and we joined the same church. And originally we were in life group together, and then we started leading a life group, which is a small group of biblical community in our church. And then Amy left and started her own life group with her husband. So we've been all involved with the same church for a while now.
Yeah. And which is cool because that's kind of how we got, like, we have a very connected group of women that we're friends with. And so that's one of the ways that we got led to doing Komae.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you there?
Yes. I'm not
sure. Technology's great when it works.
Right.
Okay, so you met in church, and you were like in Bible study groups, life groups together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how did that lead to what you're doing together today? What are you doing together?
So we are starting a new company, and it's called Komae. I wouldn't even call it a company. It's more of a mission. As life group leaders, we shepherd, 15 or more families at a time. Yeah. And when we're doing that, we hear a lot of their heartbeats, and we just know what's going on the insides of their lives. And so one thing we kept hearing was, I haven't been on a date night with my husband for ages because I can't afford to pay a babysitter and to go out to dinner. And we've been serving at church so much, and we ask our parents to babysit for free for that, and then we don't have the free babysitting left over. So just hearing those cries, we wanted to help each other, and we knew we needed it as well. We both are entrepreneurs at heart and have our own businesses, and we hated spending our profits on hiring babysitters for the meetings that we had. So a babysitting co-op was the first thing we thought to do.
Yeah, so about a little over a year ago, we started a traditional co-op with 10 women from our life groups, women that wanted to help serve each other. And we created a system with spreadsheets and Facebook groups, and we're organizers. Well, I am. Yes. And so that was natural for us and easy for us, but it can be a daunting task for other women that are trying to organize something like that. And these women it just took off. Women were really excited about it. In fact, we had other women knocking at our doors wanting to get in and be part of our babysitting co-op, but we also wanted to respect, these are people's children that they're sharing with each other, so we couldn't open the doors too wide for fear of, keeping things safe and keeping things as close, small-knit community.
And the babysitting co-op, just in case our viewers have not tried it, is a way for people to exchange babysitting services with people you know and trust. for free. So you might think, oh, I could pay my friend to babysit for me, or I could pay a babysitter. But this way you earn points and you babysit for somebody, and then you have earned points that you can then use for someone else to babysit for you another time. So it's just a beautiful thing for families to share those services together, because we're all here willing to help each other. It's just a little hard to make that ask for someone to babysit for you.
Yeah, and it's also nice because the kids are building friendship.
Yeah. Actually, my kids are right now using the Komae system. I dropped them off at our friend Jessica's house, and they jumped out of the car and ran in the door and didn't even look back. And my friend Jessica's earning points right now so that I can do this interview with you.
Yeah, everybody wins.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's neat. It broke up a little bit right before you said that you dropped your kids off at your friend's house. So basically, this is like a free way to exchange babysitting services with people that you trust and without feeling like you're always asking for favors.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the unique thing about Komae, what makes it different than anything else that's available right now, is it will be an app that will be online, and you'll be able to create your own village. So village is you, just like any other social media form, you invite the people that you know to be in your village, and then Amy's going to invite people.
I invite my own. They might overlap.
They might overlap a little bit. Not everybody is going to be the same in each village, but my requests will only be seen by the people in my village. Amy's requests will only be seen by people in her village. And then we can spend the points. If Amy serves me, I could use those points on somebody else in my village, even though they're not connected to Amy. So it keeps it intimate and circled around you and the people that you know and you trust, and it doesn't have to be anybody else involved.
I love that. I love that you saw a need in your community, in your life groups, and I guess for yourselves too, because I mean, I'm always looking for a babysitter, and I'm fortunate to have my mom around the corner, but I don't always want to like I saw a need to meet that. But it's a little wild to think of starting like a company and an app and doing all this when you're moms with little ones at home. So I'd love to know like what motivated you to go from the this would be a sweet idea phase to all right, we're going to do it, and here are all the steps that we're going to take to get there.
Well, one thing is we just feel very called by God. And it's one of those things where we're in a season of living beyond ourselves at some moments where we're like, we don't know how we're keeping afloat and doing this. And God kind of sustains us through that because we just really want to give it to women. And then in a more tangible way, for one, ironically, the Komae system helps us. Since we're in a current co-op, we can find that balance between having time with our kids and having time to get work done. By dropping our kids at someone's house to play, they're playing with their friends, we're getting our work done. And at the same time, just compartmentalizing our days. I think when we are with our kids, we really focus ourselves on that. We invest our efforts into them, and then we kind of flip the switch when we sit down to our computer to get work done. Yeah, we're putting in a lot of hours, afternoons, working through nap time. We don't get nap time anymore. We work through it.
And it's really cool because our husbands are involved in this as well. In fact, we had been developing this, and it was somebody in another state that had asked one of our friends, how do they do this? Can we get it started in Texas? And we thought, oh, that'd be neat. We could sell them our spreadsheets or our idea. And then our husbands, who are a programmer and a website designer, said, we could make this into an app. And they were so on board with it because they've seen the benefits. Yeah. Guys love this because guys hate asking favors of people and don't like the feeling of owing somebody. So they know that if their friends are earning points and they want to earn as many points as possible, then they're okay with having a friend babysit. So they were totally on board, and they're taking care of the technology side of things. So we do have like this, again, with our calling, we feel like God has given us Amy, who is, let me make a list and let's check off the to-do list. And I'm just like, this would be a fun idea. And then she takes those things and puts them on a list, and then we get them done. And our husbands bring that technological side into it as well.
That's very neat. So your husbands are involved, and you each have different giftings that you bring to the table. Very cool. So can you walk us really quickly through just the big stages that you took from, I guess, having this idea and this concept to, okay, we're ready to launch it and this is what we're working on?
Yeah, I'd say that if you're looking big picture, it was starting a traditional co-op last March. And then this March was when we were like, okay, maybe we could make this into something bigger and help women across the country. And we started meeting with like the four of us and our husbands in April. And then by May, we were like, okay, we're going to have to do Kickstarter because our vision kept growing with God's vision and his plan. And so we knew that we were going to need that funding and that following, that tribe of people that wanted to kind of be in this with us. And so then
you broke up really badly up there, and I didn't
okay.
that whole part. Can you start over? Sorry.
Yeah. So big picture, starting with a traditional co-op last March, and then this March it was a whole year, and we're like, okay, how can we bring this to more women? And then by the end of May, in those couple months, we had lots of meetings with our husbands talking about what it would need to look like and what things we would need. So we ended up deciding we needed Kickstarter. For one reason is to raise money, to raise the funds to build this app. And the other reason is to grow a tribe of people that are excited about Komae, because it only works if your friends are part of it. So that's a big part of Kickstarter too, is getting everyone plugged in and excited and revved up.
And Kickstarter is a crowdfunding website. You might have heard of GoFundMe or Indiegogo. Kickstarter is one of those where somebody takes an idea or a need or a concept and presents it to the public and says, if you like it too, pitch in. And rather than doing the traditional business loan, developing your product and then putting it out there in hopes that people like it, you kind of do it the backwards way, which we love, because we're reinventing babysitting. So we're kind of using a bunch of other reinvented ways to do things. We're a little outside of the box in that way. So Kickstarter will allow people to be the first to use Komae. When they back us, that's what they call the people that help contribute financially. You back us, and then you get a membership to Komae, or you get different rewards that we'll give you to thank you for supporting our vision and helping it become a reality.
And one thing I'll add too is, one thing we're excited about Kickstarter is to see God move. Like, you could go request a business loan and get a set amount of money that you need and do it all by the book, but we're excited to like press go on Kickstarter and just see what God brings us, to see the people that he brings us and the funds that he brings us, so that we can see how quickly we can get this spread across the country and start changing lives.
I've heard it called living in the God margin, or living in a way to leave room for the Holy Spirit to work. And it's really cool, Asherita. We're in a mom's group at our church. We go to Grace Church here in Akron. And they did this study called Gideon by Priscilla Shire. I never could pronounce her name. And it was all about letting your weakness become God's strength. And as you know, Gideon was the least of the lowest tribe, and he thought, God, why are you calling me to be a great warrior? This is crazy. And in so many ways, we feel just like that. We are two moms from Akron, Ohio.
Nothing special.
And we feel like we've really been given this gift that's going to help the world eventually. And so many of these things are developed by big fancy people in big fancy places, and we're just normal. So we know that it's God that has designed it and that is going to create it for us, and we are just so thankful to have been used by him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that you even can step back and see that it's God working in ways that are so much bigger than just the two of you put together. Yeah. And it's neat that you're inviting the community to be part of.
I think we lost you a little bit.
Oh. Well, I'm the part you lost. Yeah, I'm just excited to see where God's going to take this, and to partner with you in that, and in bringing really this gift to moms to be able to leave their kids with someone that they trust and that the kids have fun with, and be able to do something wise with that time and then offer that for their friends as well. So I really love the concept and the heart behind Komae. So where can we find more information about this?
We are on tons of social media platforms right now. Our website, you can see at the bottom in our banner, is mykomae.com. So that's where you can find the rundown of how it works. And you'll also be able to find links to signing up for our Kickstarter campaign. And we're also on Instagram, Facebook,
Twitter, LinkedIn,
Google+.
And Amy is our blog writer. So we have some fun blog posts that she puts up there as well, such as top 7 reasons I'm firing my babysitter,
yes.
and fun things like that we like to share our vision in a unique way.
Well, I'm sorry to do this, but you broke up like right after you said My Komae on the banner.
Yeah. I had a feeling it looked like I was breaking up a little bit.
One more time.
Okay. So you can find us in all kinds of platforms. Our website is mykomae.com. And so that's where you can find the rundown exactly of how Komae is going to work, and also links to how to sign up for our Kickstarter information as that rolls out, and how to fund us on Kickstarter. And then we're also on tons of social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter,
Google+,
LinkedIn.
Yes, all the above. And usually if you search for My Komae, that's our most commonly used and as
you can
there.
see, Komae is spelled K-O-M-A-E. And that's a fun story too. And actually one of our most frequently asked questions is, what does Komae mean? And it's fun. We really, really wanted to make sure that the foundation of everything we do is centered around God. And so the New Testament obviously is where we get a lot of our hope and joy
and inspiration.
So we wanted to start there. So we found the word Komae means village in Greek, and we just really know that it takes a village to raise a child, and there's no better proof than the Komae system of that. So Komae means village. It's spelled a little differently with Greek. It's K-O-M-E with some asterisks and accent marks in there, but so that's where our version of Komae came. Yeah.
Very neat. I love that you're even like bringing in that scriptural heritage, that the New Testament was written in Greek, and kind of having that there. I love those little things.
We're so glad.
Yeah. Any closing words for maybe someone watching who has this dream burning in her heart, and she really feels like, oh, God has gifted me, and I want to do something, but I don't know what to do, and I'm afraid I'm going to fail. Can you speak to her, and just what words would you have for someone who maybe is where you were a year or 2 ago?
I think for me, it's very obvious that I couldn't do anything alone, and I think that the body of Christ is provided to us. So if you find a left hand, a right hand, a left foot, and a right foot, like we feel we have here with our group, then just know what your weaknesses are, and fill them in with another person, and pray for that person, and like just know that God will give that to you, and you don't have to do it alone, because I surely couldn't do any of this alone. She definitely is a big part of it.
I definitely echo that. Like, especially like there's been weeks where I've had a hard week just in life, and Audrey's been like, it's okay, we got this, I'll handle Komae this week. And then that happens the next week. She's like, I've got so much going on this week. I'm like, I've got it. So that tag team is great. But even beyond that, I think just prioritizing your calendar, I think that's a really tangible way. Like, put it on your calendar. Say, you know what, this week at nap time when my kids are taking their rest, I'm not going to nap, or maybe I'll let the dishes go today. Not that we do that all the time, but, you know, if this week the dishes need to go so that you can put some steps in line for your tangible ways to make your project come alive, I think that that's great. And, you know, hopefully your spouse will help mine's great about jumping in with me to, you know, help on those things that I maybe didn't get done during the day that the wife usually does or typically does, and, you know, just prioritizing.
think surrounding yourself by like-minded people that are real enthusiastic and ready to support you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, such great words. I know that's definitely been true in my life as I've been pursuing blogging and writing, that even in that, it takes a village. It takes a community of people coming around to make our dreams come true. But Amy and Audrey, thank you so much for joining me today.
We've loved getting to know you, and we look forward to learning more from your blog.
Yeah, we're so thankful for this opportunity.
Yeah, well, definitely check out what Amy and Audrey are doing. Again, that website is www.mykomae.com. That's Komae. And you can find them on, like they said, all the social media platforms. And definitely check out their Kickstarter. I mean, this is something so neat that God is doing and moving. And just in talking with Audrey earlier, just seeing God's fingerprints all over bringing this from start to where they are right now. I'm excited to see where the next 6 months is going to take them. So definitely jump in, be a part of this if it's something that resonates with you. And you can find them, again, online. But thank you so much for joining us for this video. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. And as always, you can subscribe to the video channel or to the blog to get more updates. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye, ladies.
Bye.